And Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is on Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 5. It's going to be a short lesson, okay? We're going to go ahead and start it off. This is concerning getting ourselves to the Lord, to the men of Israel, to the fathers, or to the men that the Lord have appointed, which is our apostles and elders. They are the men that Yahweh has appointed to bring us back unto the Father by them preaching His word, as they've been doing, and they are great men for doing so, because see, in the kingdom they shall be known as great. Watch. They shall be known as the greatest in the kingdom. Watch. Let's go straight off into this. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 5. I will get me unto the great men. What great men? The great men of this word. Like the apostles and elders. They're pushing the truth, the great millstone. You see? Those great men. And will speak unto them. You see, for they have known the way of the Lord and the judgment of their God. You see, because of knowing this word, knowing this truth, we understand what judgment is. We can't implement it. No, because then what? We go to jail. You see, if we were to rain down judgment upon the 2/3, the heathens and the Edomites, for all this wickedness, yeah, we go to jail, because it's constant wickedness all around us every day and every night, all the time, 24/7. And the judgment of their God. But these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds. You see? Because the great men of the Lord, they're not caught up in the wickedness and the many different traps that are out there, because they maintain being circumspect in this word. You see? Being circumspect in this word. We can go down here to some of these precepts. Okay? Slakia. And we're going to go with Amos chapter 4, verse 1. Hear these words, ye kin of Bashan, that are in the mountain of Samaria, which oppress the poor. Hear these words, which crush the needy, which say to their masters, bring and let us drink. Because this world, this wicked world, wants to drink the philosophies of falsehood and lies. And they are all right with that. They are all right with living a lie. They're okay with that. And Esau is Edom. He has destroyed everything and twisted everything around. He done twisted around the maps, done turned them so many times that, did you know that Europe used to be called Africa? Did you know that? Did you know that Europe used to be called Africa and Africa used to be called Europa? Did you know that? Did you also know that Africa used to be called Big Ethiopia and Little Ethiopia? Did you know that? Did you know that America used to be called Ethiopia? Did you know that America also used to be called Africa? Did you know that the Caribbeans used to be called the Middle East? Did you know these things? Yeah. Esau is Edom. He done switched the map around so many times that what land are we in? Really? Because they wanted to believe that Noah built the ark over in Africa, right? And that's what they wanted to believe. But guess what? Beaver wood is the wood that Noah used to build the ark, right? So where is beaver wood found? Well, beaver wood is only found in one place on earth. It's right here in America, the Panhandle. That's where you'll find beaver wood, right, over here. And the 4 rivers that give the sign as to where the Garden of Eden is, where you find those 4 rivers over here in Florida. That's where you find those rivers that indicates where the Garden of Eden was. That's why they can't find it over there in Africa, because it wasn't over there. They've been lying. They've been switching the map around. This is Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, You see, all the time. And they should seek the law as his mouth. You see, the law as his mouth, because we have to maintain the words of the Lord, and concentrating our minds on that which is above in our conversations, on that which is above, which allows us to spew out what this these prophecies of the Lord. You see, for he is the messenger of the Lord. That's what we are, of hosts. We're messengers of the Lord of hosts. You see, Yahweh is the one that places it in our mouths what it is for us to say. You see, so when you're talking to people and different words come out your mouth, it's not just you speaking. Okay, it's Yahweh. Okay, Psalm chapter 2, verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. That's against us, says saying, you see, they come against us. They're coming against us. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. You see, because they want to cut all ties that we have from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, as what was inside the different maxims that they might have people to take the C hip, that they may take people to have people the one, not the C hip, because that's coming up. I'm talking about the icky vicky. That people took that. When people took that, now they're saying that all the people that took that, they're classified. They've been reclassified as transhumans. Right? You see, they participated in what was wanted. The government wanted everybody to do. Take the icky vicky. So they did, and now what? Now they're reclassified as transhumans. They're not even classified as humans now. Why? Because of the what? The microscopic, nano-sized microscopic robotics that's inside of the icky vicky, that's been injected into the people. You see, they never should have took it. And we kept telling them, don't take it, don't take it. Bam, they took it. My sister took it. Her daughters, my nieces took it. My sister took my mom down there for her to take it. About a couple of months or so after that, my mom passed in her sleep. You see? My sister had to go and close her eyes. You see? She took that icky vicky. You see? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Ultimately, it was Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because when you come to this truth, Sirach chapter 2, verse 1, my son, when you come to the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. For a lot of you brothers, when you coming into this truth, you pushing this word, yeah. Just like Yahweh took my mother, he gonna take yours. He gonna take your mama. You're gonna lose your mama. You're gonna lose your daddy. He gonna take your daddy. He also burnt up my house. I had a 2-family flat house here, the big one, 2,600 feet, square feet. Yep, 2,600 square feet. Yep, he burnt the whole top right off, roof and attic. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he's going to take you guys' houses too. Just like he took mine, he's going to take you guys' houses. He also afflicted me with low vision blindness. Right, I barely can even see. So some of you got guys out there that pushing the truth, you can expect to wind up blind, just like me. And he's going to want, and there's so many different things that he's going to do to you. You see, and other brothers are going to look at you and say, hey, no, he just judging you. He just, until he, what? Afflicts them, takes them through the fires, the furnace of adversity. Because when you come to this truth, you coming into something that's real. This ain't no joke and this ain't no game. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 13. For from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, even one is given to covetousness. You see, false desires for all kinds of things. Our people are go a horn to serve false gods. You see, with that covetousness, those desires, and from the prophet even until the priest, everyone dealeth falsely. You see, because we all got these carnal minds that we're dealing with, and these stony hearts. We still got these stony. We don't have our fleshy hearts right now. Each and every man is still subject to sin because what? The body was designed. Our bodies are designed to go off all the time. It's seeking to go off. Our job is to put the brakes on it. You see? That's why Yahweh said, what? Go and sin less. Because you ain't going to be able to not sin again. You can sin less, you know. Right now, we're wearing multiple fabrics in everything that we're doing. Is some pork snuck in some of everything that we eat. I've seen a bacon wrapped around turkey drumsticks in a pack. I said, "Damn, that's wicked. That's wicked as hell." You see, and so yeah, that's what you can expect. Just a bunch of falsehood from with Esau is Edom. Now, I want to take the time to remind you to press the like button. Go ahead and press the like button. It helps out for the algorithms of the YouTube channel. And go ahead, if you will, please press the subscription button and the notification bell. That way you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. As good shepherds of the Lord, as always, our job is to feed the sheep. Okay? And to water. Now let's get back into this. This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 6. Behold, the princes of Israel, everyone, were in thee to their power to shed blood. You see? To shed blood. The time is coming. That's just like the time of Jacob's troubles. A lot of brothers think you're just gonna be sitting praying. You ain't gonna be just sitting praying. You ain't gonna be just sitting praying. I hope you did what Yahweh said do. I hope that you're gonna do what Yahweh said do. He said, "Buy yourself a sword." Some of you brothers are stuck on no, humble as a dove. Let me tell you something, punk ass nigga. There's a second part to that. That's called smart and cunning as a serpent. Whether you like it or not, Yahweh's going to get a sword in your hand. It's already written that a sword is going to be in your hand. That's why a lot of brothers is having dreams where they're going through Jacob's trouble, and guess what they got in their hand? A sword. Popping at who? Malchus, the 2/3. Not at Esau as Edom, not at the martial law troops, not at any of that. No, they're popping at that goddamn gone 2/3. The Malchuses. They're going to come up just like Simon Peter had to pop Malchus. You're going to have to pop Malchus too. The damn 2/3. So don't be sitting up thinking that, no, you're not supposed to have any swords. You're supposed to be humble as a dove. Punk bitch, wake up. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 7. In thee have they set light by father and mother. In the midst of thee have they dealt by oppression with the stranger. You see, that's the stranger being the Gentile foreigners. You see, Gentile strangers. Okay, our people, those that have been and we have been sent out through all the nations. And did you know back in the 1400s, the colonists, the pilgrims and stuff got here to our land, and it was over 90 million of us here, okay, in our land, the northern tribe here in our land, called Tamarica, called Turtle Island, our land, the ancient Americas, our land. In the 1400s, the pilgrims and the colonists got here. They colonized us, mated us all together, and then in the 1500s, they sold us over into Europe and into Spain and into Africa. They sold us Hebrews, okay, all throughout those lands, okay, and then that was the 1500s, and then during the 16, 17, and 1800s, they went back over there to Africa and along the western coastline and picked up the southern tribe, the Judites and Benjamins, and came further down along by Gabon and Ghana and the southern tip of Africa and picked us up, those that they had already sold over there into Africa back during the 1500s. Now during the 16, 17, 1800s, they went back over there to pick us back up, and then brought us back over here. So in essence, we done made a full circle. That's what we did. We went in a full circle and then back home to where we originated. We are from this land. This is where we're from. We're not from Africa. Okay, we came through Africa during our journey of going in a circle and then back home here to where we belong, where we started from in the first place. Okay, and then during the 1600s and 1700s, they were still taking our people from here and still selling them over in the Caribbeans. Okay? Okay, they were still taking the Indians from here and selling them in the Caribbean during the 16 and 1700s. And still taking many of our people that they was rounding up during the west coast line of Africa during the 16, 17, 1800, they were still picking them up, okay? And rounding them up and bringing them here, okay? The southern tribe, Judites, Benjamites, and some of the Levites as well, okay? That was housed with the Judites and Benjamites on the west coast of Africa at Fort Wida, okay, Fort Judah, okay, and so we understand that, know this, and know that, okay, and y'all need to know that. Y'all need to understand that we didn't just come from Africa. We know, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. Oh, we came from Africa, and that's that. No, before before they came and got us from the west coast of Africa, they first took us over there and sold us in Africa, and then went back over there and picked us up. So that's how that went for some of you who don't know how it went. And I express that so y'all can learn and understand and know, because many of y'all don't know. Y'all going around thinking, oh, the Indians, they wasn't Hebrew to dawn. We were Hebrews. It's in the government's classifications, documentations, how they took us Hebrews, okay, and then reclassified us as Indians, okay, and then turned around and reclassified us as Negroes, okay. The Trail of Tears, that was about our people, Seminole, black Seminole Indians, Aborigines. Aborigines had the march, and many of our people, Gentile strangers, again, are scattered out all throughout all the many different nations of peoples. So no matter what the nations of peoples are, the Bible said that we were scattered out amongst all nations. And so there, and in the Aborigines, you have hope for the elects. You have hope for the elects in every nation. You got some hope for the elects. Okay, Gentile strangers. Okay, in thee have they vexed the fatherless and the widow. Remember, for those of us that are the fatherless, remember, Yahweh Shem Yahushua took my father. Yep, Detroit police shot my dad in the head, neck, and chest. Head, neck, and chest, and unalived my dad. This was back in 1971. Okay, when they unalived him. Okay, and so, and then that was I was only 6 years old. Okay, I was only 6 years old when they did that. Okay, 2 years later, when I turned 8, I caught my first felony. When I turned 9, I caught my second felony. You see why? Because they took the father out of the house. They took mine by killing him. Okay, and some of y'all fathers were taken out of the house because y'all mother had to get welfare. In order for y'all to get welfare, the father had to be taken out of the house. Mine was shot out by the Detroit police. Okay, this is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 8. Thou hast despised mine mine holy things. That's us, because we are the holy things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We are holy people unto the Lord, a special people. Deuteronomy chapter 7, from 1 to 6. Okay. And has profaned my Sabbaths. You see, our people have been wicked. Verse 26. This verse 26 to 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey. They have devoured the souls. They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows in the midst thereof. You see, and that's the way things have become, concerning our people. You need to get back unto the Father. We see our apostles and elders, the Great Millstone, they've been doing a wonderful job in edifying us and bringing us into this truth so we can understand. If it wasn't for the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone, just think we'd be all messed up. These men have brought us back unto the Father. You see, we owe great thanks to these men. These great apostles, they have done this for us. You see? You know, I'm thankful that Yahweh has used them to bring us back unto the Father. You see, such a wonderful thing. This verse 26, her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things. And they have put no difference between the holy and profane. Wow. And that's where our people are. That's where our people are. Neither have they. They're just like in a Christian church. You go inside there. Y'all remember how we used to go in the Christian church and what on every Sunday, what they have some ham, gonna feed you some pork until you can pray over it, and you'll be okay. Just pray to the little bitch Jesus, right? The white supremacy Lord, right? And you're gonna be okay. Really? And we were tricked by that because we didn't know no better. You see, but thanks to Yahweh giving us the apostles and elders, the great millstone, to bring us back to the Father with this truth that they've been pushing, we have received this knowledge, this truth, this word through them, you see. And that is a great thing. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean. They don't. You see, because they supposed to make it clear to those gays and lesbians inside the little Christian church that y'all are wrong, y'all are abominous, y'all are out of order. Here's the scriptures that let you know that you're out of order. Romans chapter 1 and 26, Leviticus chapter 20 and 18, Leviticus chapter 20 and 30, Leviticus chapter 20 and 13, and Leviticus chapter 18 and 22. Okay, 18 and 22. And you got so many other scriptures concerning the gays and lesbians and how they're just going to be destroyed. There's no way around it. They're just going to be destroyed. And have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths. And I am profaned among them. You see? Because our people, they like to do all of these wicked things and go by whatever Edom has been teaching them, but they don't want to go by the truth. And they don't want to hear the truth. They've gotten to the point where they're lovers of lies. And they don't want to come back unto the Father. They don't want to come back unto the Lord. No. This is verse 27. And we're going to read this and close it out. Her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves, ravening the prey, to shed blood and to destroy souls, to get dishonest gain. And that's where our people are. Our people are always trying to do any and everything that leads to wickedness. Our people think they know something. They don't know a thing. Sirach chapter 19, verse 22, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. And our people constantly settle themselves in the wickedness and understanding of wickedness. But if you ask them anything that is righteous, they cannot participate in it. They can't. You know, Isaiah chapter 6, verse 19 and 11. You see, they've been cut from seeing, hearing, or even understanding this truth by the seraphim angel that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has placed in charge over them. You see? Let's read this one more here. Okay, verse 28. And her prophets have daubed them with untempered mortar. That means they're going to break apart and crumble. That's it. It's not tempered. They're just going to break apart and crumble. That's the reason why you have some people that let go of the plow, because they were weak in the first place. They wasn't strong. They wasn't trying to be, steadfast in the word, and they wasn't really holding on. They were just some weak, untempered mortar. You see, that was sure to crumble in the first place, especially when adversities come. When Yahweh will take you through the fires of adversities, watch a lot of brothers in this camp, a lot of brothers in GMS as well. Some brothers are going to falter and fall, because just wait. It's not like just like right now, you got some brothers. There's a lot of brothers that's making like 1 trillion videos per second, right? 1 trillion videos per second. Wait till when they're hit with adversities. Then what they gonna do? The shepherd might be struck, and the sheep may scatter. Are you strong enough to stand by yourself? You've been getting strength and energy from your camp buddies, and you've been doing good. And you've been making 100 trillion videos per second. And you've been telling other brothers, that's going through the fires of adversity, You telling them, you just being judged. You don't know, you're not. Wait till when Yahweh takes you through your fires of adversity, and guess what? It's coming. And so then brothers gonna say to you, you just being judged. You ain't a hoe for the lad. You just being judged. You see, remember, Joseph, he was treated bad by his brothers. And then they wind up needing him. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So for a lot of you brothers who just going through, that's in this truth, and you ain't going through nothing yet, but you started telling brothers they need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, and they need to get themselves together, and they need to do this and need to do it. You ain't been hit with no adversities. You doing a good preaching. You got about a trillion subscribers, but what adversities are you going through? What adversities? You ain't going through shit. You got a trillion people on subscribing to you, but what adversities are you going through? And you started telling brothers that they is going through adversities, and they going through the fires of the furnace. They going through shit. They going through things. You ain't going through shit. You pumping out a trillion videos. You going down to the camp. You doing all that, yeah. But you ain't going through nothing. Wait till when you going through something. You see, remember, Yahweh going to shut everything down, and all the camps are going to be busted up during the time of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11, the famine of the word. And a lot of the brothers that's been standing strong in the camps, you've been doing good, and that's wonderful. And that's wonderful. I don't knock the camps. I wish I could come down there regularly like everybody else, but I'm low vision blind, and it's a different world. When you low vision blind, you in a different world. You're in a different world. The simplest thing that y'all take for granted is difficult as hell for me. I mean, god damn it. The simplest shit make me mad as hell. The simplest shit. But y'all can do the simplest shit like it ain't nothing, because y'all can see. But wait till when the time comes, when y'all receive y'all affliction, and the time is coming. Y'all gonna have to stand strong, because Yahweh wants to see what each and every man is made of. Are you fine silver? Are you refined tried gold? What are you? Are you a precious stone? You a precious gem? Precious ruby? A diamond? What are you? Or just a piece of coal? What are you? The Lord wants to know, and the only way He's gonna know is to put you by yourself. You got to picture by yourself, where you can't get hold of your camp buddies, and your camp buddies can't get hold of you. It's going to be Amos chapter 8, verse 11, going to find another word. And you ain't going to have your camp buddies. You got to stand by yourself. A lot of brothers is going to fold when they don't have that support system. You're supposed to be your own support system, and that's supposed to always be strong. You're supposed to always get your strength from the word. You're supposed to always be strong. Your brothers from the camp, that's wonderful. It's wonderful you got the brothers from the camp. That's wonderful. That's good. But remember, you're going to be standing by yourself. The time is coming. Are you strong enough to stand by yourself? We're going to see. Because Yahweh is going to reveal it unto you what you are. If you're not strong enough, it's going to be found out. Because every brother is going to have to go through the fires of adversity. Some of us are going through it now, but some of y'all are going to have to go through it later. And some of y'all that talking shit now about some of those of us that's going through it now, but guess what? When your time come, and we going to see what other people say about you. Some people going to say you just being judged, and they ain't going to believe that you're going through the fires of adversity. They going to say you just being judged. You just being judged. You ain't no hoe for the leg. Watch. Just like Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery, did him bold. But he wound up coming out of the king on the end, you see. And they needed him. You see. So Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 28. And her prophets, hold on, we already read this. Okay, and we read down on here. The Lord hath spoken. Okay. Now, this is verse 29. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery, and have vexed the poor and needy. Yea, and they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. And that's what has been happening to our people. We've been treated all this bad and all this wrong, And still Esau is Edom, it still has it on his mind to extinguish us. And a lot of you welfare queens, y'all about to be hit. Wait till when Donald Trump get in. Wait, and then for everybody, wait for Kamala Harris to get in. If she get in, it's gonna be hell for everybody. She out her mind. She is out her mind. Did you hear what she said? She said that she believes that abortion, all right, a woman should still be able to abort her child all the way up to the age of 18. What? To all the way up to the age of 18. That's what she believes. Okay? 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 And so either way it go, if she become president, it's going to be a civil war. If Donald Trump becomes president, it's going to become a civil war. You got people that don't want him in. So either way it go, things about to hit the fan. We're going to read this last one and close out. Michael chapter 3, verse 1. And I said it, here, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel, is it not for you to know judgment? You see? You see? Verse 2, who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin and from off them and their flesh from off their bones. Verse 3, who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces. Damn. As for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron. God damn, wicked, the wicked Esau is Edom does that, been doing it, and the rest of the world been doing it to us. Did you know that African Americans are labeled as meat products and food products? We're listed as part of the meat category and cattle. We're listed as a food product to the U.S. government. Did you know this? Did you know this? Verse 4, then shall they cry unto the Lord, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings. And that's our people. Our people are stiff-necked people and go a horn to serve false gods. Our people are so wicked and demonic at different times. You know, at different times, it's not that Esau Edom is so wicked. It's that we take wickedness to a whole nother level. We do. Flat out. That's just flat out. So we're going to read one more of this and close it out. This is Michael chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, lean upon the Lord? Will they lean upon the Lord and say, it is, and say, is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us. You see, and that's what we're supposed to do. Maintain, stand steadfast in this word, so that way we can be able to fight up against the evils and the wicked and the different things that come upon us, that try to come up upon us. Because of this word, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. That's because, and that's because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the one that places it in the mouths of our fathers of this truth to bring us back unto the Lord. It is because the truth has been placed into their mouths by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, to guide each and every man's footsteps, that our footsteps be ordered unto the fathers, that they take us back unto Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. And that's what's been happening for us. And we are so very thankful to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. We're going to go ahead and close the video out right here. Okay, Lord's willing, you were edified by today's lesson. If not, I pray that you were provoked to do better, okay? And that you Maintain your concentrated effort on trying to feed the sheep. Learn what you can so you can feed the sheep. Learn what you can so you can feed the sheep. Eat this roll so we can go out and warn our people and let them know that of their wrong. Let them know that they're on the wrong path, that they need to repent to a Mashiach Yahushua, and lest ye be destroyed. Okay, so brothers and sisters, stay strong, stay long. We ain't got long. We ain't got long before you know it. It's going to be they're going to do a terrorist attack for the 9/11 anniversary, or they're going to do a terrorist attack in the beginning of November because they don't want it to be an election. That's what they really don't want it to be. So it would, don't be surprised if it be some sort of terrorist situation, a false flag situation, either in September around 9/11 or the beginning of November, because they might try to shut it down so it don't be no Thanksgiving for these wickets, and which leads to an all-out shutdown so there don't be no Christmas for these wickets. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that may be very well about to play out. So the only thing we can do is wait and see. We know that the MOTB is on its way, and so they're going to be trying to usher that out. So the only thing we can do is stay strong and hold on. Okay? So brothers and sisters, we're going to go ahead and close it out. We'd like to give all praise and all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hope of the legs. Shalom to the hope of the legs.